Yo, how's it going, guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today's video is another predictions video. It's one that I actually thought about doing yesterday and thought, well, I might not release Future Stars for another couple of weeks, but at least we'll have the video ready. Instead, I didn't do that. We did the squad builder yesterday. I really enjoyed that video. Hopefully you guys are enjoying that squad, but today we are focusing on the Future Stars. I wanted to get this video up nice and early. I'm sure there are many Future Stars videos that you guys may have seen, but I just wanted to bring my perspective on the Future Stars. One of my favourite promos in FIFA 20. I think that there are a lot of exciting cards that could potentially be coming out. Yes, I might have missed some out, but hopefully I did cover a fair few in this video. So if you enjoy it, you know what to do. Smash like down below and subscribe for a lot more FIFA 20 content. Future Stars should be insane, should have a lot of reviews up around the Future Stars cards. But let's get into the video. So, Future Stars from last year, so good for my team, for the draft, everything. It just made playing FIFA a lot more fun because you had different players. Just having a quick look at the ones that we had. We had Awar, we had Vinicius Jr., we had Delict, we had Jadon Sancho, Havertz, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Then we had ones like Cutrone, Calvert-Lewin, Guendouzi, he was fantastic, Eder Militao. These, pretty much all of these cards, I tried at some point, whether it was in the draft or in my main team. So I know that these boosts, they're incredible. They're almost like team of the season boosts that EA do actually give. We even had SBCs. We had, who did we have? We had Maximin, I believe, had an SBC. Joe Gomez had an SBC, I do believe. They were just fantastic. And I think I'm very, very hyped for this promo. Even if the card design, I don't know. I'm not sure about the card design. But let's not waste any more time talking about it. Let's just look at these cards. So to come up with the rating, I sort of just use my own football knowledge, incredible football knowledge. No, just kidding. Use my football knowledge combined with like FIFA websites that predict their future ratings. So we start off with the one and only Mason Greenwood. Now this guy's a very, very special talent, and I think he would be fantastic in game. 5-star weak foot. Shame he doesn't have the 4-star skill moves because he would just be ridiculous. But I've predicted an 89 rating, 88 pace, 87 shooting. He'll probably have better stats than that, to be honest, guys. I think that because he's such a low card, I thought, oh, I'll just give him like a plus 15, like a plus 10 or something. I think he'll have better dribbling stats than that. But Mason Greenwood, he's almost like a... People compare him to Robin van Persie, but he is fantastic. His shots from outside the box are absolutely brilliant. A guy who I've watched less than Mason Greenwood is Valverde. Now, I've heard a lot of good things about this guy. I've heard he's one of Real Madrid's best midfielders this year. He's played over 50 matches that Real Madrid, well, he started over 50% of the matches that Real Madrid have had this year. Shows the trust that Zidane has in him. And if Zidane trusts him, I believe he's going to be a future star. And this card could be incredible, could be very, very nice. He probably gets, again, maybe for once, I've actually gone under what the boost could actually be from here. This could be like an 89 rated card, 90 rated card. Maybe I have been unfair, but Valverde looks to be a solid card. If you've got a La Liga team, like me, I sold stuff last night. I want these Future Stars cards in my team because I know how good they will be. One up next to, maybe not so hyped for FIFA, but definitely deserves one. Could be and should be a future starter for Man United. Dean Henderson started pretty much every match for Sheffield United this year in the Premier League. Was so good for them last year, and I think that his Future Stars card will be good, but how desirable will it be? I think that he's had some great games this year against the likes of Liverpool, who I think that there were a lot of fans saying how good he actually was against them. So really, really good player, and hopefully is a good keeper in FIFA 20. Up next, one of the most hyped players in world football at the moment, Martinelli. I've predicted he'll get an 88 rating. This card needs a boost to the skill moves and the weak foot. 94 pace, 84 shooting potentially, 83 dribbling. Wouldn't look into the stats too much because EA are so random with how they give upgrades. It's just there to give you guys an idea, but Martinelli, 88 rated, lower than Mason Greenwood. I don't know, I don't know, guys. Probably that will be the sticking point for you watching this video if you're an Arsenal fan or if you're a Man United fan. I don't know, but Martinelli, he'll be a fantastic player, so I don't really want to get bogged down too much in the ratings. On to the next page then. We have Rodrigo. Rodrigo, 7 goals, 2 assists this year. He's very, very highly spoke about. And I think that a 90 rated card, he could be similar to the likes of Vinicius Jr. from last year. 95 pace, he could have 89 dribbling, probably even higher. He will be very, very nice on FIFA 20. A left wing card, will he be as good as Neymar? I think with Vinicius last year, he was very expensive and he wasn't as good as Neymar. So watch out for that one if you're going to buy them. Obviously, he might not be as good as Neymar, but he'll probably be more expensive at the start, definitely. A guy who could be very nice in FIFA 20. Very similar to like the Raheem Sterling type of player on FIFA 20. Hudson-Odoi, 88 rated, 93 pace, 80 shooting, 90 dribbling. This guy looks like a special talent. We just want to see him do well in real life because sometimes he's in and out of games, but I feel like he will be a good player in the future. And yeah, he's just overcoming an injury. So once you have recently had an injury, maybe it takes a bit of time. And I think with Odoi, that is definitely true. A guy who has been very reliable for Chelsea this year, and that is Tomori. What a card this Tomori card could be, and it looks fantastic with that dynamic image. 87 pace potentially, 78 dribbling, 84 defending, 87 physical. Joe Gomez and this guy next to each other should not be allowed. I think that would just be insane. Up next, I've gone for Haaland. So annoyed he didn't join Man United this year, but 91 rating potentially, maybe even higher. He's doing so well in real life. His inform is insane. 95 pace, 94 shot, 92 dribbling, 93 physical, 85 passing. These are just like not even the biggest boost to his card stats because he already has insane stats on his inform. Haaland though, 33 goals and 7 assists so far this season. If there isn't a future star, then this, if he isn't a future star, sorry, then who is? He's absolutely phenomenal. On the next page, we've gone for Tonali. Tonali is an SBC in FIFA 20 for the League SBC, and that card is an incredible card on FIFA 20. This card, though, I've heard really, really good things about Tonali. I can't say I've watched him personally, but we've just boosted his stats as we would expect. 88 pace, 85 dribbling, 88 physical, 85 passing, 80 shooting, 83 defending. Puts him in the Rude Huller gang. And yeah, he's played 20 matches so far in Serie A, and he's apparently only going to get better. I think that he's a very solid player. I've seen transfer rumours, even maybe Man City are interested in him. We will have to see. It's definitely ones to watch, and a future star, I do believe. Up next, you think of future star, you think of João Felix. What an insane card this could be. He had the massive move, didn't he, in the summer, and yeah, it hasn't really worked out as well as people would expect. 4 goals, 2 assists, coming into a new league, and it'll probably take him a while to get adjusted to La Liga. But João Felix, he is a future star as well, so I had to include him in there. 93 rated is his potential. Will he reach his potential? We will have to find out. I think he would probably be the best future stars card because he has 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. He's one to definitely keep an eye on and will be so expensive. Next, Reece James. Chelsea have a few youngsters on here, and we did miss out on Mason Mount. I feel like Mason Mount could get an SBC or something. Could be a decent card. But Reece James, he's a Rolls Royce of a right back. He is fantastic. So strong, so quick. I think as well he's had a few injuries this year keeping him out. So I think that he will get a future stars card because he just looks fantastic. Every time you see him play, he looks very strong, very quick. And is just a special talent at right back. Up next, sorry, I have no idea how to pronounce this guy's name, but I was looking around for the future stars that people think will get one, and this guy was mentioned a lot, so good to have a few guys from not the most popular leagues. Obviously, the ones I've included are pretty much from like the Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, just because they are the ones I watch the most and ones I have the most sort of interest in. But don't get me wrong, probably some of the best talents are from leagues like Eredivisie, Bundesliga. There'll be a lot of guys which are fantastic from them leagues too. Up next, we've gone for Dan James. Dan James for me is an interesting one. He had a really, really good start to his career at Man United. He's got 3 goals, 7 assists so far. He's a very good player, but he needs to be a bit more consistent, I think, in his game. And I think he is one to look out for in the future. So fast, 99 pace. He'd easily have 95 pace. He'd have good dribbling. He'd have decent shooting. That shooting needs boosting. Looking back on these stats now, I realise that these stats are just way too low. So hopefully Dan James gets the card he deserves in FIFA 20 for the future stars. Up next, Saka. He's only 18, but he's very, very versatile. He's got 3 goals, 6 assists. He's played like left wing back, I do believe, for Arsenal. And he's a guy that you should definitely take note of. He looks very confident. I think that he will be a fantastic player in the future. The last 2 then, we've gone for Stengs, right winger for Alkmaar. 9 goals, 11 assists so far this year. That's not something to be slept on. I think he's like 22 maybe. So he could be a very solid card in the game. The last but not least on this list is Dani Olmo. This guy, the Spaniard, I think he's 21. He's only just moved to Red Bull Leipzig in the Bundesliga. He's got 8 goals, 7 assists this year. And this looks to me like a phenomenal card on FIFA 20. 89 pace, 88 shooting, 90 dribbling. What I'm really hoping for is EA bump up the skill moves, bump up the weak foots of these players, obviously, because it makes them a lot more usable. I think that looking at it, obviously, Martinelli massively needs an upgrade. Could Greenwood have 4-star skill moves? If he does, I expect these cards to cost a hell of a lot of coins. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash the like down below and subscribe for a lot more future content. I was going to say Future Stars. Future Stars content will be starting on Friday. Really, really excited to get my hands on some of them cards. If I've missed anyone out, as I'm sure I have, let me know down in the comments. And maybe I'll put together some more Future Stars cards on Twitter. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all later.